Hello, it's Claudio. Are you looking at browser automation and are you wondering how to open a web browser in Python? In this tutorial, I will show you how to do that. Python can interact with a web browser using the web browser module. So how can you open a URL in a browser using a Python script? You can open a URL in the default browser on your machine using these steps. Import the web browser Python module and call the open function of the web browser module, passing to it the URL of the website you want to open. Here is an example. I have created a Python script called webbrowsertest.py and added the following lines of code. First, we import the web browser module and we use the string variable URL to specify the website we want to open. Then we call the function webbrowser.open to open the website on our default browser. Let's see what happens when I execute the script. When I run this script on my machine, it opens the CodeFather website in Chrome. Before continuing with this video, try it on your machine and see what happens. If I run the Python script again, it opens the CodeFather website using the second tab in Chrome, that once again is the default browser on my machine. Now, let's try to open another website using the variable URL2. For some reason, when I run the script, nothing happens. I think the reason of that is that I have missed HTTPS at the beginning of the variable URL2. After adding HTTPS at the beginning of the variable URL2, our Python script opens Google in the third tab of the Chrome browser. To know more about the functions made available by the web browser module, we can open the Python shell, import the web browser module, and use the Python dir built-in function against the module. As you can see, the module provides the open function we have just seen, but also other two functions, open_new and open_new_tab. I will link an article in the description below to show you some tests I've done with open_new and open_new_tab. Right now, we will focus on a different function, get. The function get allows to select a different browser from the default browser on your machine. The get function returns a controller object that allows to select the type of browser to open. To find out the methods available on the object returned by the get function, we can use the dir built-in function. Interesting, you can see three methods that have very familiar names: open, open_new, and open_new_tab. These are methods available on the object returned by the get function that have the same behavior of the three functions with the same name available in the web browser module. And here you can see the object returned by the get function on my computer. Try to execute this on your computer to see the type of object returned. Let's try to call the get function followed by the open method. I want to open the URL in Safari, so I'm setting the value of the variable browser to Safari. As expected, when I run the script, it opens Safari and it loads the CodeFather website. We have used a variable to define the browser because in this way it's easier to update the browser we want to use. In the description below, I will link a page in the Python documentation that shows all the browsers available. So far, we have seen how to open a single URL in a browser using Python. And what if we want to create a Python script that opens multiple URLs? You might want to do that if you want to create a script that does an initial setup of your environment. Let's see how we can do it. Use a Python list to store the list of websites and then use a for loop to open them one at a time. Here is what we are doing in the script. Import the web browser module. Create a list of strings called URLs that contains 3 websites. Set the browser you want to open. Use a for loop to go through the websites in the URLs list. And finally, at every iteration of the for loop, call webbrowser.get.open. To create the string we are passing to the open method, we are using fstrings to add https:// at the beginning of each URL. Close the browser you are using for this test and execute the Python script. Our script opens the 3 websites in 3 different tabs. I wonder what happens if I try to open a browser that is not installed on my computer, for example Firefox. We get back the error "can't get application Firefox." Python modules are really powerful. Did you think you could have opened a web browser in Python with just a few lines of code? If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And if you want to learn more Python tricks, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.